better. See if anybody shows up. Ho hum. So there's nobody here right now, but earlier today, when I went to record my commercial or practice this, hi, hello, welcome in. You have no idea what to ask. Interesting. Couldn't say, darling. But I was starting to say that earlier today, I tested doing a live. I had not done one yet on YouTube. I've been on TikTok this whole time mostly. And I recorded 2 minutes of me just, practicing here on YouTube. And I ended up posting it. You can watch it on my YouTube channel. Lots of orbs. And this middle light started flashing on and off on its own. So, and then as soon as I pointed it out, it stopped. So if you want to see that video, it's in my, if you've never seen me before, I am a psychic intuitive medium, psychic, however order you want to say it. I do everything, tarot cards, scrying, remote viewing, you name it, pendulum, spirit box. I do paranormal investigation. We do spirit box, law of attraction. I'm sorry, tongue tied today. But anyway, there's a lot of things that I know how to do. Most of my followers are on TikTok, but I'm trying to move over to YouTube. So please, the one person in here, if you would do me a big favor and tell other people about me, I'd sure appreciate it. Share my video. Tonight, I did this earlier on TikTok. It went over very, very well. We're going to wait and see if a few more people show up. But what I did was I was doing examples of how to work with energy using a candle. So what you would do is if you're at home, you need to just get yourself a candle, make sure that it's on a steady surface, safe, all that good stuff. And then what we do is we learn ways to manipulate the candle. Welcome in, the second person who showed up. 2 people, yay! I'm so glad you're here. So we're gonna, and let me also introduce my family. We've got my great-great-grandpa Max, Triple G Isaac, Triple G Minna, Granny Shar, and Grandpa Herc. They often are here to help. We are going to jump into the story here. So what you want to do is anytime you do any type of divination, you always, want to have the right attitude. Oh, you did? Oh, I'm glad you're here. You don't want to, go into anything like this if you're in a bad mood, you don't feel well, you're not feeling very happy, you're not trying to help. Intention is everything. Of course, now it doesn't want to light. Yes, I want to help. Yeah, I'm glad you found me again. I'm hoping more people will shoot over here. I'm trying to build this audience, as I said. Okay. So back to not trying. I'm building my audience. Hey, I started out with TikTok with nobody. It takes time, takes time to get these. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this candle today. It's funny, maybe it doesn't want to work today. This is weird, you guys. No problem up until now. Very weird. No, it does not matter. Now, if it matters to you, it matters. If you're the kind of person where certain candles mean a certain thing to you, yes, it matters. To me, it's a candle. I don't care if it's a Scooby-Doo candle, as long as it lights, which for whatever reason, that was being really stubborn. All right, so what you're going to find out is that we are energy and we can move energy. This is why Uri Geller is able to bend spoons. Now, I haven't gotten to that level yet. I don't know what's going on with this flame, but I'm going to go ahead and work with it right now. It's very, very small. I can barely see it, but it is lit. Let's see if we can grow this flame with my energy. This is basically what I was doing. And what I'm doing is I'm communicating with the flame. I'm giving it energy. I'm giving it light. I'm giving it warmth. Don't go out on me. Get bigger. God, the flame is like literally, it's barely hanging on, y'all. I've never seen a candle do this. It almost looks like it's out, but there's just a teeny whisper of, I mean, you could barely see it's lit. It's so weird. I've never seen a candle do this. I'm going to relight it one more time. You guys, I had no trouble lighting it this whole time. This is the first time I had an issue. I don't know if I got wax on it or what, so I apologize. Wasn't a problem earlier tonight. Might be wax on there. Or Spirit doesn't want me to do this. Yeah, let me try something. Sorry, y'all. I have to get a different candle. Hold on, let's get this. I think it's the wax is on the actual wick and it's causing an issue. I'm gonna let the wax kind of come off there and see if that helps at all. Sorry, y'all. Technical problem. It does happen at times, you know. We'll see if that helped. Bum, bum, bum. I only have 2 people though, so it's not like I'm embarrassing myself in front of the whole world. Ow! Really? Fudge name. Even the... Okay, now even the matches won't stay lit, you guys. This is really weird, you guys. It's a regular old friggin' match. I light these all the time. Nothing will stay lit. Let's see how this keeps going. Okay, that's like the 4th match. Let's keep seeing if it keeps happening. I'll try holding it different ways. All right, that worked. That worked. Okay, okay, okay. Now we're talking. Get this stupid candle to light. I'm gonna do this. See if that helps. It's so weird, you guys. I think I never lit a candle my whole life. Come on now. Silliest situation I've been in yet. Like seriously, I can't get the sun of it to light. Look at this. Have you seen this happen before? I mean, wow. I'm gonna try dripping that all of the candle wax out of there. That might help. I don't know if it's a technical difficulty or Spirit's just saying, nope, don't want you doing this tonight. I said, this is a box of matches I use all the time. I've never had a problem. Suddenly we're having an issue. Oh. Sorry about that. I know. And this, even look at this flame is so tiny, but I'm going to go ahead and give it my energy again. Let's see if we can get this flame to grow a little bit. All right. Let's see what happens. So what I'm doing is I'm in a way communicating energetically with the flame. I know it sounds cheesy, but what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the flame and I'm imagining I'm giving it my energy. I'm helping it grow. I'm helping its molecular structure speed up in a way that this flame is going to grow. It's not going to have anything to do with my breath, me talking to it. It's all going to be my energy helping this grow. Now, it doesn't always work, but that's why we do this. This is how we can train our mind to use our energy. A little bigger. A little bigger. Come on. A little bigger. I breathed on it, sorry. It was getting bigger though. Okay. Come on, little flame. I'm here to help. I want to see you grow. Come on. Oh, it's just not responding tonight. Matter of fact, it's about to go out again. Go out. Go out. Not out yet. No, it's out. No, there's, you guys, There it goes. It was like this teeny little blue, tiniest little flame just now, and it finally went out when I don't know if it's because I did it or it did on its own. Probably did on its own. But I don't know. Very weird. Last time, like you said, it was working. Try it again. Plan B. We can do something else. We don't have to do that. I could also get another candle. That's another option. Maybe this candle's just not working anymore. You know, it's old and I don't know. I'm going to dump that wax off again. Now that the wick's a little longer, it might work better. Let's try one more time. If we can get the match to work, we're halfway there. Let me get this to light. There we go. See, not that big a deal. All right, now let's work with this energy. I don't know why it was resisting us to the point of, geez. Bigger, a little taller, a little taller. 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 Inching up. You can see the flame is when I move my fingers. I'm not moving the air. I'm just moving my energy just like you would if you were underwater and you were pushing water underwater, and people can feel that wave. Now we're going to make it go to the left. To the left. Sometimes it's very subtle. Can you just be a flicker to the left? There it goes. You have to finesse it. You have to be gentle with it. You have to treat it with respect. Now we're going to go the other way to the left. Hi there, welcome in. We're playing with candle energy. I'm simply communicating at an energetic level with the candle. And what I'm doing is working with the flame, asking it now to go to the right. I'm not moving the air. I'm just moving energy. Matter of fact, I'm going to sit back a little so I'm not influencing the candle that way. I don't want my breath or my hands. See how I got it to go to the right? Now I want you to go taller. 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 And down a little bit. Down. Down. So you can try this at home. Hi, Racy. You can try this at home. Obviously be safe. Don't be silly about how you're doing this. Make sure you're on a steady surface. You know, be of age. Don't be a little kid trying to do this. Make sure you're being safe. So that's the first part of the experiment. This is just showing you that you are energy and that you can manipulate the energy of a candle flame. It's very hot. Your energy is very high. You're a spirit. That's why it's easy to manipulate candle energy. Now, the other part of the experiment that's kind of fun to do is we do little tiny like fortune telling, so to speak. And, you know, take it as seriously as you wish. It's mostly for entertainment, but some people treat it like, you know, reading tea leaves or something like that. And what I do is, so for example, JJ rides more. I'm going to take this, it's a piece of basically, you know, like cardstock, but this is actually photo paper from a computer. And I just happened to grab that today and it seems to be working well. The only thing I don't like about it is if I touch it after we've done the scorching, it comes off. So I have to be really careful when I'm touching this. But anyways, what I do is, so for example, for you, JJ, I'm going to ask guides to please give a message to JJ, please, today through this flame. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies of mine who are here to help and give me information to help JJ, or things, information that will help him in his journey moving forward. And it went out. Ouch. I got burned. That was my fault. Not spirit. It was me. All right. So I did burn the candle. I got a little too close to it. You know, not like I do this every day. But either way, I'm going to look at this card and see what came out. And then I'm going to let you also see it. I just want to look and see what interpretation I see here. Huh. Interesting. JJ, do you have a military background by any chance? Because I know it sounds funny when you look at what this looked like, and I'll show you different ways. But for me, when I looked at this, it felt like this guy was marching and this guy is marching, and this is like his guide, like his spirit sort of like trailing off. But I feel like he's marching. Or did you have somebody close to you who may have passed in the military, that was in the military? I don't know, but that's what it feels like, a military sort of deal. Yeah, okay. So that's what I kind of feel what this is. That's what I see. You guys might see something different. That's totally okay. And I always like turn it different directions to see if anything else jumps out at me. It's kind of like a Rorschach test. You know, a lot of people call it Rorschach or Rorschach. You know, the psychological where they show the ink blots. It's kind of like that, but it's, you know, not exactly the same thing. But it's the same idea, I guess. But in this case, you're using your intuition. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this to light this time. This was what I started running into. It wouldn't light. I couldn't get the match light, much less the candle. Isn't that funny? Last time I did it on the TikTok a few minutes ago, no problem at all. Not at all. All of a sudden, I can't light match. All right. So we'll do another one. Lady T Thoko. Let's see if we get a message for you, Lady T. I ask if you guys would please at least subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a lot more demonstrations, some live readings, tarot and oracle. I do mediumship. I also help people find lost items. Those are some of the things that you'll see me doing. I do a lot of this on TikTok, but I'm starting to move over here more to YouTube. So please follow me. I don't do this a lot, but I'm going to be on here much more. That's my hope. And basically, lady, I'm just going through, just seeing what jumps up for me. Oh, JJ, it's not you, sweetie. Don't think that for a minute. You're fine, honey. All right, let's see what I see on this one. It looks to me, and I know you're not going to see the same thing, but I see daffodils. Like, that's my first impression, is daffodils on here. And that to me indicates like maybe Easter or spring is an important time, or daffodils are significant to you in some way. And if it's not for you, it might be for somebody else. Hey, yippee. Hi, Kristen. So this to me look like daffodils. So I'm not sure, lady, what that means to you, but maybe it's just symbolic. Maybe you will see some daffodils and that'll be a signal to you that spirit is trying to speak to you, or maybe it's a flower that a loved one enjoyed that you know about. I don't know, but that's what I personally saw as a psychic and as a intuitive. That's kind of how I'm doing it. So again, you know, take it for what it is with a grain of salt, whatever you want. Anyway, let's go ahead and do another one. JJ, it's not you, hon. Hey, how about Kristen? Okay, so let's see if we get a message for Kristen right now. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Hancha, Granny, Grandpa, Rose, Brian, any of my spirit guides. Leonard, Kurt. Looking for messages, please, for Kristen. Anything Kristen has to say here? Kristen. All right, Kristen, what do I see here for you, my love? Huh. This is an odd one. I almost see, like, you're going to laugh at me, but there's a couple things I see on here. Let me show you. Kristen, I see, like, first of all, I see, like, a turtle right here. See his head, his flaps, his shells in here, his little... So it, to me, is kind of indicating, like, this turtle, which could mean a couple things. It could mean that you're protected. It could also mean that you like turtles or you live near the ocean. I don't know. But it looks like a couple turtles swimming. It looks like another one up here towards the top of the water. Like a turtle swimming here, sort of almost on his back, like, you know, kind of playing. This guy's sort of swimming through the top surface. That's what it appears to for me. So it's just, like I said, kind of a fun thing we're doing. Is there an advantage? It's just different, Mark. No, not really. It's not my favorite way to do divination, but it is one way. And I think mostly, Mark, what I find why I want to show this to you guys more than anything, not so much that part of it, but the manipulation of the energy is good for you if you're working with energy and you're learning to understand energy. This is a good way to do it, because what people understand is you give off energy, like you literally give off energy. Other people can feel your energy just like you feel other people's energies. As a psychic, I feel other people's energies even from far away versus they're standing near me. So we don't realize that we do change the energy around us. People feel us when we're in a good mood, a bad mood, happy, sad, all that, sick. People do pick up on it. Maybe they're not conscious of it, but they do. So the reason I like to show wildlife, you have a turtle. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no surprise. Hey, Deidre. And of all things, Kristen, I could have said anything, right? So it proves to you that there is a connection there. So what I'm trying to say is when we're doing candle work like this, it doesn't always work because it does take some finesse. And I know I'm being watched, so there's a little bit of pressure, of course. But basically, you're having a energetic conversation with this candle, which is not inanimate. It would be a mistake to call it inanimate. If that's the only way you can think of this candle, you probably won't be able to communicate with it, so to speak. I know it sounds cuckoo, but there's different ways to communicate. Words are not always the only way, right? So what I do is I communicate with the candle like what I'm willing it to do. Like I'm saying, hey, I want you to be taller and bigger, and I feel what it feels like to be taller, and look what happens. Candle got taller. I tell it, oh, I'm going to bring down my energy now. Relax, expand, pull out, mellow. Flame's a little smaller. I mean, it's subtle, but it does work. It is like dowsing, kind of, yeah. It's a good way of comparing it. Totally. It's just one way to work with energy. Now, I have another example I'm not going to do tonight, but I will be doing probably next couple of days, where I put a piece of paper and I balance it on a pin, and then I show you how to get the paper to spin and move without touching it. Another way of working with energy. So there's a lot of ways we do this. I'm developing a game right now called Metaphysicopoly, and in that game, you will learn how to use all different types of tools and learn how to trust your intuition and work on your intuition and build it. Hey, Frown, how you doing? I'm just showing people how to work with your energy and manipulate a candle. Can you guys see it okay? Is it in a bad place? Is it too many words in the way, maybe? Let me move it over so you guys can see it better. I know. I don't know. These screens are funny to me. So yeah, so this flame is now sort of connected to me in some way. So if I want the flame to go, let's say, to the left, usually, not every time, but if I converse in a nice way, I can actually influence the flame to go to my left, or influence to go to my right. Come on, come on. To my right. Come on, back this way. I don't want to move the air. Like, I actually just want it to do it on its own. So you can see the candles being influenced. Now this is me flapping my arms. That's me moving my arms. That's not me. So, thank you, Frown. What a kind thing to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try to get the whole background because I tend to get a lot of orbs and other odd anomalies on my lives. So, yeah. Anyway. So that basically is an example of using flames to do some types of divination, and also this. The other way we can use it is I can do mediumship with it. And we can use it to sort of scry. And scrying is when you stare into water, a mirror, a flame, whatever you want to stare into, and you go into trance-like state, and then you share the information that comes through. If you have any visions, sounds, anything you see or hear. It's basically mediumship. It's just a way to get into that mode. Like staring into crystal balls, per se. Okay, so you can see the flame. Okay, good. So what I was going to say is I can do one of two things. I think what I'm going to do is just mediumship like I did in the last one. And yeah, cool. I'm going to go ahead and just freewheel it, so to speak. Whatever comes through, I'm just going to describe to you if I see anything. Or the other thing we can do is something I do a lot in my lives, which is I find lost items using remote viewing. And it might be interesting to see if the flame helps me focus better. So if you're missing an item, I can help you look for it. I've had a really good success rate with that, but you need to describe it for me. If you just tell me, oh, I lost my grandma's bracelet, that does not help me. I have to be able to visualize this. You got to give me a little bit of description. I like to know what it looks like, who it came from, when's the last time you think you saw it, or where you think it might have been last time you saw it, last time somebody saw it. If it got stolen or lost and somebody else owns it now, there's oftentimes I won't be able to get anything. It changes the energy. Yeah. But if it's still in your presence somewhere or somewhere where you can get to it, I usually will be able to connect with it. So like I said, probably, Racy, do you think probably about an 80% success rate with my lost item thing? There's been a few that said, no, they haven't found it, but then later they look again, they find it. So if you have any items you're missing, we can do some scrying with the candle to find the items. So speak up. Speak on up. 7 people. Thank you all for being here tonight. I don't usually get on here much. It's good to see you. Trying to get in here more and more and more and more and more. I want to build my audience on YouTube. So share with your friends. I often will come on here and do tarot and oracle readings or mediumship. I do spirit box examples, things like that. Sometimes Ouija. Sometimes I will do automatic drawing or scribing. And I will put the camera so you can see me, from above, see what I'm doing. So yeah. And if you've never seen me before, please watch some of my videos. You will see some amazing things in the background. Even today when I recorded before this, a test run, I got a bunch of orbs and the light in my cabinet was flashing. I had an orb that was very noticeable. There were 2 down here floating around too. Looked like little weird fairies. But I had one where there was a giant fairy just flying around this room. I actually saw it with my eyeballs. I've also had a lot of different orbs show up just flopping around here and there and everywhere. And one day, about 2 weeks ago, I was sitting here and I was looking for somebody's lost item and this cabinet door opened on its own. So it's getting to be, you're subscribed on TikTok. Cool, JJ, you're the best. I love it. I love you. Well, guys, we're just going to stay on for another minute or two. It wasn't really a very... Isn't that a trip, JJ? Right? Did you see the cabinet open on me? I didn't even know it. That's the funny part, you guys. Half time I don't even see it right away. Like, I saw the orb today when I did the test video here. I saw one orb and I pointed it out, but there were a bunch more. So if you guys watch that, it's about a 2-minute video at the top of my YouTube before I put the short up to tell you guys I was on here. Watch it. You can tell me how many orbs you see. Put a comment. I'm curious. I saw about 4 of them. It was trippy. And I feel like I get a lot of them also when I do private reads, you guys. Almost every time I'm in here, something shows up at some point. I feel like what it is that I'm very comfortable with spirit showing itself. It doesn't scare me. I'm also very comfortable on camera. And I think my job, as I've always said, is to help as many people as I can. And I think one way that I can help people is that if people can see with their eyes, it's a real thing. That death is not the end. It's just another phase, it's another transformation in our lives. And by seeing orbs and whatever else shows up, which I have 0 control over, I don't know when it's going to happen. I think you guys get to see it. That's important. And that's why I think they show up on my videos. I think it's my purpose, is like to have that for you guys to see. And hopefully, the word gets out and many, 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 many people see it. I mean, right now, probably about 40,000 people have seen my videos. Probably around that. That's a lot of people, but it's not enough. Okay. I do have a mission. I want to change the world. I really want to help people. I want people to know this isn't it. Because, we walk around scared of death all the time. What kind of life are we living? When you realize death is actually a reward when it's all over, in some ways. Not always, but most of the time. Yeah. That this really isn't what we think it is. I'll tell you right now. It's all illusion. Anyway, got very philosophical for a moment. Yeah, so if you've not ever seen my videos, there's only 7 of you in here, but if you've never seen my videos, please watch them. And here on YouTube, you guys, I still need to go through and edit. It's really a lot of work for me, and I have a hard time doing it. So unfortunately, I don't have every single orb I've ever had on video in here, but I'm trying to edit for you guys. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're in a meat suit. Just borrowing a meat suit. I had an amazing interview, by the way, you guys, with Joshua P. Warren on Strange Things on Coast to Coast AM. So if you listen to any podcast at all, Strange Things, he has a wonderful podcast. He's one of my favorite people in the paranormal world. I highly respect him. We've been in collaboration for over a year, maybe even 2 years now. I think we're coming up on 2 years. I didn't know this when he interviewed me for the show. And he has a personal story with me, by the way. I helped him in a big way. Like I helped him win some money. Okay. So that's why he likes me so much. But either way, the I had that fairy video and I sent it to him, and that's what kind of prompted the interview. And when we talked, he told me, and it's absolutely true. He said, I don't interview people on my show. He says, I have a handful of people I've interviewed on my show. He says, because some people are just not good on podcasts, and he doesn't like having to go through and edit the hell out of stuff. So I was very honored to be interviewed by him. It's a big deal, you guys. He's got a worldwide audience, and I have met a lot of you through that podcast. Now I have another podcast airing the end of this month, Leslie Fear, because I want to know. I've been on her show before, but this one, you guys, I did a lot of crazy predictions. I mean, as I'm talking to her, my mouth is going. And I want you guys to know, and I brought this up on TikTok. We were on the phone interviewing. The phone hung up on me 9 times while I was talking to her. 9 times. The phone was sitting here on the table. I wasn't using a headset. I tried that in the beginning, it wouldn't work. So she was on speaker. No problem with signal back here. Did not even touch the phone with my hands. 9 times phone hung up on us. And it was while I was talking about very controversial things, very out there concepts. And the last thing I said is the only thing I'll reveal to you right now, but you guys will have to listen to the podcast. This is a good one because it's, again, predictive. Now, I did 2023 predictions in December. I believe they are available to the public on my YouTube. That's what prompted the interview. Was she went back and watched that, and she said, Molly, the first 3 or 4 months, you were on target. The first quarter of this year, you were right. A lot of what you said happened. And she said, I know you don't really watch the news, which I really don't. She says, but you predicted some worldwide things that happened definitely in those time areas. So she re-interviewed me on the air, and I pulled cards on for the rest of the year. Some of the stuff I pulled apparently overlapped with what I said originally. I don't even remember what I said. I never do. So it should be a very interesting interview, but I talk a lot about, I'll just give you a hint, extraterrestrials. Yeah, big stuff, guys. Like, I'm sure when my friends and family hear it, they're going to be like, yeah, Molly's lost her stuff. Hey, I just say what I hear. I'm just a conduit. I don't control it. So, and funny enough, I've seen some other mediums say the same thing. So it's not just me. You know, I guess how unbelievable is it? It's unbelievable because that's what we've been told. It's not believable, but really it's believable. I mean, if we think we're the only intelligent life in the whole universe, we're nuts. There's no way. It's not possible. Not possible. Matter of fact, we even have extraterrestrials that live among us. We don't even realize it. We talk to them every day, I'm sure. The same. Anyways, that's off the topic. We are going to end this session. Thank you all for being here tonight. I super appreciate the 6, 7, 8 of you that showed up. We are building this platform. We are going to keep coming back here and doing things. Please tell your friends and family. Please follow me on all the social media, specifically here. I'm going to use one of my candle snuffers. This is one of my older ones. I have a collection of these things to put the candle out and thank our spirit guides for helping us tonight, for giving you the example and the experience. Thank you, spirits. Keep that from getting too smoky in here. I don't want to set off a detector. I thank you all. That was so much fun, and I will see you all again soon. I'm going to be teaching tarot for free. Talk to you soon. Bye.